ladies and gents, coming to you from this lovely rainy Cape Town. Today we're going to take a look at the building methods, because it seems like some of the guys are having trouble building according to the rules. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of methods we can use. This is the first one. So you want to start with a foundation, like so. Snap your ceilings to it, all the way down. Underneath the ceilings you place pillars, because the pillars will snap into the mesh itself and support the ceilings. After which you break the foundation and you make sure that you just fill up with another ceiling and get pillars in wherever you can. From here you're going to keep going with your pillars, so, and also ceilings on top of that, like this. And let's see if we can snap a pillar in there. You see, very hidden, nice and strong. Alright, you're going to start off with walls, or you can use fence foundations. Now, to get the fence foundations to work, you're going to have to keep this bottom section. You're going to have to start it off with foundations itself, so like this. Then you can snap a fence foundation to that, and you can keep going with the fence foundations. Oh, sorry about that. There we go. So this is how to use the fence foundations, and then obviously you can use walls right from the bottom, because they will snap to the ceilings itself. Now I'm going to keep going with fence foundations just to show you guys how strong this can be. So your fence foundation has 90,000 health. Your wall only has 70,000 health, so it does make a difference. It's about 20,000 gap between the two, but your fence foundations are more expensive to craft. So if you don't have a lot of materials, or you want to just put up a quick base, the best bet is to go with walls. On the inside you're going to honeycomb, so let me just put this one in here and get the pillar underneath. So, something from there. Ceiling in. There we go. Fence foundation, fence foundation. And as you can see here, you have a bit of a problem. So what you do in this case is you put a foundation down. If I can get it to snap. Shows green and it disappears. Okay, so let's put it there, there. There we go. And we snap our fence foundation. There. Like that. Pillar. Ceiling. Ceiling. And then you keep going with your fence foundations. Right. Now on the inside you've got a honeycomb. So black ice is your best bet to use here, because of the following reason. You can see it. If you've placed it, you've got this I-beam showing at the top. If you use any other fence foundations, it doesn't show at all. There we go. So if you were to use this, for example, it doesn't even show. You can't even see where you're placing it. So if you place it here, for example, you can see it on the side, but it's basically level with the ceiling itself, so you won't know if you've actually placed one in the correct position here or not. So it's just going to make your building a lot more tedious. So it's better to use your black ice fence foundations. They are exactly the same HP, so it doesn't make any difference which one you use according to strength wise. Right, so you just keep placing your honeycomb structure like so, and then you can go up another layer. For video purposes and keeping it short, I'm not going to go up one more. At the top you place your fences, and you've got to honeycomb it all the way around. This must be done. If you don't do this, you're going to make this wall very weak. But if you do this, the following is going to happen. If I break this bottom fence foundation, like so, nothing else breaks. Nothing. Now I have to blow through the pillar, and I have to blow through the other side. That's the only way I'm going to get in. Everything else is going to stay, unless it gets blown to pieces. But I mean, this is super strong for you to blow through. And if you have 2 or 3 layers of this and you're using the mesh, the landscape to your advantage, you won't need to use a lot of blocks and have a super strong base. Now, one thing I want you guys to note is at this stage I cannot walk through this, which means I will have to blow the pillar in order to blow the black back wall. I can't go through this no matter what I do. But if you replace this with a wall, okay, it seems like something else is wrong here, but usually if you replace this with a wall, you can go through, you can walk through. Let's just see on the other side. There we go. So the wall does allow you to walk through, whereas your fence foundations do not. Now, just to show you, if you don't place the fence foundation at the top, this is going to happen. Everything's going to break, every wall, in the inside, outside, on the sides, everywhere. The whole thing is going to break. So you have to place your fences at the top, anti-climb, whatever you would like to call it, but it's got to be honeycombed at the top. Now, another thing that you can do to make this even stronger is you can grab these roof tiles and spam them on the inside, like so. Adds more HP to your wall and also creates a double layer from the top down, which increases your chances of actually successfully defending your base, because the people will need to take, the raiders will have to take more time to blow into your base. Now, if this was me and I was building here, my doors, this wall would be a lot higher and my doors would be on top of this. I would never place doors down here, never. Okay, now there is a disadvantage when it comes to doors, because doors are your weakness. They are super weak because people can just blow through the doors themselves, which have 25,000 HP, which is going to make it easy for them, or 25 or 30, let's see, can't remember exactly now. Let's place a door here, there we go, 25k, yeah. So 25k, maybe another 2 25ks, and they're in. So that's not even like one of these. So that's 100k, it's one foundation. So that's your easiest way to get into the base. But there is a way that you can solve this problem, and I'll show you guys how to increase that, still abiding by the rules, right? Because that's the main thing here. But you have to do this when you before you start building the wall itself. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to grab triangle foundations, preferably sandstone, and you're going to be grabbing normal foundations, also sandstone. These are just, I mean, I have these, so that's why I'm using them. And then you're going to grab your black ice fence foundations. And what you're going to do is you're going to start off with this one. Now I'm going to snap the fence foundations to this, so it makes it a little bit easier. And then what you're going to do from here is you're going to sorry, give me one sec here. So you're going to do this. Let me just get the right block here. There we go. And then bring it out one more, like that. I'm gonna have to break this section. I need this space. Okay, then you take your foundation, bring out 2, like so. Put a fence foundation, and okay, that one doesn't want to snap, so I need to put a foundation there. And there we go. So let's move it out this way, like that. Okay, break those, break that. So that's why you want to use sandstone here, because it's going to take a little bit of trial and error. Every landscape that you build on is going to be a little bit different. Okay, once you have this, you break these 2, you're going to bring out your fence foundations like so, just by 1. Then you're going to take your triangle foundations and go 1, 2, 3, 4. See, that's why you use black ice, because now I can see I placed it too low. Right, just get that snapped on there. There we go. Place one of those. This entire section on this side that I'm building now, which I'm standing on, all of this, including the foundations, you should use sandstone. It's going to be cheap to do. Okay, break all of that, and then you're going to place foundations. 1, 2, and place a fence foundation right there. Break these. Use another set of triangles. 2, 3. Right, and now at this point you are more or less in the middle of your 2 fence foundations, right? And according to our server rules, you are allowed to stack like this: 1, 2, 3, then another 1, 2, 3. And the way you bring it back to the other side is pretty simple. You break all of these, sandstone again, and place 1 fence foundation, place another fence foundation, and a fence foundation, and there you go. So now you can break all the sandstone away, and you have this structure. Alright, now you can use this as much as you want. This is perfectly legal, right? And if you're going to bring it out further, you just keep going with these, with that, and then you place a foundation. You bring out another one of these, and in this case I'm going to have to bring it up a little, place a foundation, and place another one of these, break that, break that, and that, grab another one. Okay, it seems like I'm going to have to do it this way. So I'm showing you guys in real time. So there is a bit of struggle. If I didn't build all this, it would have been quicker. So build this before you start building the wall. And I'll show you now how to incorporate it as soon as this is despawned. So you're going to do that. Like that, like that. So let's stick to that for now. Okay, now you can do that. Now the following thing you got to remember, there is quite a few tutorial videos on this, but what you have to remember here is you have to place your walls, snap in your walls first before you place in these. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to do that like this. You're going to break that. Then you're going to place this guy like so, right? Okay, and then you're going to bring this back in, take it through to the other side, break that and that, place your other one, and now you can snap it. You will not, as far as I remember, I don't know if it's changed yet, you can't place a ceiling in there. It won't snap. There's the ceiling, can't place the ceiling. If I break it, place the ceiling, and then I can snap my black ice fence foundation on the inside, right? Like this. And what's nice about this is now you can take this one more level up, and you can do this. Now that increases your HP by quite a lot. So now you have 3 doors in the space where you had 2, and you can keep going and keep going and keep going all the way through to the back, and you can put up your entire wall right around it, and you'll have a strong door set up, and you'll have a strong wall set up, which will make it really hard for people to raid. I want to emphasize, no base is unraidable, but this will take some time to get through. But in the long run, it'll also save you on materials, because if they start blowing in, they're going to blow a little hole, because that's going to be the most efficient way, or they're most likely going to blow your doors. If it was me, I would go straight for the doors, no matter what. So by increasing your door count, you'll increase the time it takes for them to get inside your base. The last thing I want to show you guys is, let me just get rid of this thing. Go. Last thing I want to show you guys is, the moment you do this kind of setup, right, where you have this ceiling stacking, this fence foundation stacking like this. Once you get to the top and you want to make this super strong, right, let me just break this one and get a ceiling on here, right? As you can see, the ceiling snaps, and now once the ceiling is snapped, I can place the door still on there. I can place walls right around like this and still snap that in there. Okay, at the top right here, you must place fences, place anti-climb like this, because the moment they start blowing, nothing's going to collapse. This middle door is going to stay up. The middle fence foundation down here, they're going to have to blow through this one, blow through the next one, and blow through the other one if they start blowing here. If you put your doors high up enough, they're going to have to arrow, or they're going to have to start blowing through the fence foundations. And to blow through the fence foundations, they will need to blow through all of them to get in. Nothing is going to collapse. That's why you put the anti-climb on top. Very important to put the anti-climb on top, right? So this is the best building method that we've come up with. This is courtesy of the fire starters, so if you get a chance, thank them in game, and also send us a like on the video so we know you guys like this method. If you need any more information or need any more tutorials, please let me know and I'll see what I can do and how quick I can get it up for you guys. This should be it. I hope this helps. Have a good one. Enjoy the raiding. Ciao ciao.